the Diakonia podcast.
Hey, this is Eric Silliard again with Annubis Productions and the Diakonia film and the Diakonia podcast, which is, if you're watching or listening, you already know that. So I have to apologize. I broke my rule for the year, which was to do a podcast every week. And not to get too in the weeds, but we've had a crazy couple weeks. Multiple family members were in the emergency room multiple times. It was kind of interesting. Praise God, everyone seems to be on the mend. Further tests are ensuing on some, but it's looking good. So prayers are always we're thankful for prayers. It was a crazy week. And then last week was kind of just recovering from all the wackiness and trying to get our feet back under us. And I'm retooling a little bit. I'm recalculating how I'm doing things. I am going to keep putting out the behind the scenes photos every other day, to keep that energy going and to keep it out there and keep feeding that social media beast on Facebook and Instagram. I am going to pare back on the trailers with the footage I have. I've already put out, I think, 10 different versions of mini trailers using the footage we got from 2 shoot days. I'm not stopping. I want to be a little more choosy now. I started doing the widescreen. We shot 4:5 widescreen, which a lot of people don't know what that means, but it's pretty awesome. And it's very film looking. What we're used to now is 16:9. All TVs are 16:9, where before, they used to be, I believe it was 4:3. Sounds right. But the square. And so I've actually been putting out the trailers at what's called 2:1, which is wider than 16:9, but it's not widescreen. And when you look at like The Mandalorian or, shows like that or movies are all more widescreen. So there is a mental game going on. And I think the last 2 mini trailers I did them at the widescreen, which we shot red 4.5K widescreen. Woo! Yeah, they look cooler. And I think it's partially the mental game of it. So I'm going to keep up that. I'm also going to look to incorporate some newer music. I was inspired by the one producer on the project, Brock Lawley, who's helping me out with this. They have a band called The Neighborly. If you haven't checked out The Neighborly, please check out The Neighborly. They just released a CD, and one of the songs on it's amazing. I've used it here and there on some little things, but I think I'm going to cut a trailer with that song. I think that'll be really cool too and just fun. I have some big news. If I sound a little more upbeat, I am. Not just because people are out of the ER and doing better. I mean, that's a huge part of it. But for the project, I'm definitely more upbeat right now because we had a very generous donation from some people who just believed in the project and kindly enough, I think, believed in me a little, which was super cool of them. And they want to stay anonymous. So it's not enough to get us our next shoot day, but we're close. And I'm pretty excited. And depending how I do things, I could be the next shoot day. And we need that. We're ready for it. That's what needs to happen next. We have 2 more days to shoot to get the whole trailer together that I originally envisioned for this. And right now I'm trying to shop the podcast and tag people. I mean, it's hard right now in the podcast, the project. I am promoting it aggressively on social media by tagging all sorts of different studios who maybe would be interested, trying to get their attention. It's not my strong suit, and historically speaking, but I'm doing everything I can to try to tag them and say, hey, we're here, and hopefully get some interest in it that way before the whole trailer's even completed. Once the trailer's ready, which they call a burner reel, then we can use that to show to them and, maybe more aggressively go after them and be like, hey, check out our trailer. I was looking into Angel Studios. This is right up their alley in a lot of ways. And I think that would be possibly a resource if I can't get the attention of, say, the Daily Wire. I'd love to get in with the Daily Wire. I've been connecting with them on LinkedIn, and I think they're hopefully not getting sick of me. But yeah, I love what they're doing. I love their mission. They're putting a lot of money into entertainment, and I'm hoping maybe my dream right now would be to get this out through the Daily Wire. I think it'd be a perfect project for them because they're looking to put out quality entertainment that is not subversive and has all sorts of extra messages in that a lot of people don't want their young children to see, or even people that are just tired of being spoon-fed things subversively, like on the side. And that just want good entertainment. And I think that's what Diakonia is going to be. Diakonia is going to be, I think, a new take on the superhero model. And it's connected to what everyone knows, as anyone that's listening to this podcast has heard me say, well, not a million times. I haven't done that many podcasts, but I've said it quite a bit. It's just based in the biblical gifts of the Spirit, which in all essences are superpowers, and they're things people know, they're stories secular people know. Like, everyone knows Samson and, Noah's Ark, parting of the Red Sea. Like, everyone knows there's these miraculous things that happen in the Bible. And I think Diakonia is that way of reintroducing them to the world in a really cool way, in a way they know, by doing it in the superhero model. And at the same time, it's not preaching anything to anybody. It's just based in that world. And I think it's a win-win in so many ways. And I'd love to get in with the Daily Wire with it. So we're hoping, we're crossing fingers, we're praying, we're connecting on LinkedIn and trying to hopefully get our foot in the door there. But this donation we got is amazing because it'll help us move in that direction. It'll help us get the next shoot done. I've reached out to Lebanon Valley Mall. They've been really gracious about letting us shoot there in the past. I'm really excited to shoot one of the scenes there, and I think the next scene is the one to do there because the Lebanon Valley Mall is going to give us so much production value. It's going to look so cool. It's going to look like money because you're going to have, I'd like to shoot and I'm planning to shoot. And last time I talked to Michelle, who is the manager over there, she was pretty open to us shooting near the fountain, which we have no dialogue in this. And the dialogue we will need, gasps and and ooh and ah and whatever we need, I can put in post. So you'll never know it. So we could totally be running that fountain, which I will then put in post as well, and have that just cool production value of being at this fountain behind them, and it's in this big courtyard, and people are shopping and having this scene. This one's going to have to do with miracles with Muriel, who has the gift of miracles, and it's going to really add something to it. It's subtle though, just like we have the scene with Trinity. It's going to be subtle. It's not going to be, I don't want it to be over the top and cheesy. I think a lot of times that's what people do, especially with low budget stuff. They tend to throw the kitchen sink at it, and that's not my plan. I want it to be more, subtle and also fitting and fitting what's going on and what her gift is. There's not going to be lightning bolts shooting out of her hands. There's not going to be anything crazy. I think, though, it's going to be exactly what we need, which is subtle and believable and interesting and enough to make people go, wow, that was what just happened. That's a really interesting idea. And then we can pull that into what we have now and start cutting that into it. So yeah, we're looking for, hopefully, if you have a business and you'd like to join us, you can go to our donor box, which is in the link on all this stuff all the time at the bottom. Go to our donor box, check out what we have, hit donate, and it'll give you the different levels you can donate. We have a $500 level business that we tag you in 50 social media posts. And that's not just 50 singular posts. That's 50, like, whenever I post, you get tagged. And a lot of times when I post trailers, podcasts, that tends to go on multiple platforms, like 4, 5, 6. Like, we're doing Twitter, we're doing Instagram, we're doing Facebook, we're doing Getter, we're doing, everything goes on LinkedIn, so we're really covering the whole gamut of social media as much as possible. On YouTube, this goes on YouTube. You'll be tagged in that. And it'll get you a lot of coverage. And then when we do the behind the scenes pictures, they come out every other day. You're tagged in those, and that'll be Facebook and Instagram. So you're not getting 50 tags. You're actually getting 50 posts, but those posts are tagged in multiple social media sites and pages. So you're going to be really getting your money's worth. We also have, I think, $1,000 level where you can get unlimited tags in everything we do from now on with the trailer, which would really get you seen. If you're a local Lebanon business, it's going to get you a lot of looks. We are getting looks, and I do also share some of the posts on We Are Lebanon PA, which We Are Lebanon PA, many people are aware, is my positivity project that I do for free. And it's local businesses and artists, and we're currently doing the Courtney Stauffer project on that, which, if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. Courtney Stauffer went missing almost 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years this July. And we did a special We Are Lebanon PA campaign for her that's going on the 1st and the 14th are the release dates of every month from January 1st through July when she went missing, so through July 14th. And every interview is just a brief interview with friend or family And it's them just telling us a little story about Courtney to bring her back to life again. People say, why did we do this? We did it because she's not really real anymore. It's been 9.5 years. And, the posters have faded. The stickers are faded on the cars. And somebody knows something. And it's not that they know something and say, don't want to tell. It's that somebody probably knows something they don't know they know. That sounds confusing. They don't know they know that I know that they know that they know. But you know what I mean. And that was even funnier. Okay, so they might not even know something, but by keeping this out there, by getting these stories out there, by people saying, "Oh wait, yeah, I know Courtney. Yeah, oh yeah, I heard about. Oh, that was going on," and hearing some of these stories, we've already had a couple people call in tips that were like, "Hey, we heard this, and then we were talking to so and so who was saying something that had no idea about our interviews, but they brought something up that it sparked something." And has it led to finding out what happened to her? No, not yet. But it could, and it might. And your share could be the share that reaches the person that is the one, like I've said, that knows that they know, though they don't know that they might know that they know. So please check it out. It's on We Are Lebanon PA on Facebook. I think it's a great cause, which is why we're doing it. I think there's a great documentary in it that I would love to be a part of and do for the family if that's something that's possible. But for now, I felt like the way I could help the most was just helping make people aware again and create awareness. The family was very kind, and they all came in and had friends in, and we had 3 shoot days, and I had a lot of people donate their time to it, which was really amazing. So I've totally tangented on you to say many Diakonia posts will end up on We Are Lebanon PA as well, which has 4,000 followers, which most posts get between 1,000 and 3,000 views, which for 4,000 followers is amazing, and those views are generally Lebanon. So if you have a Lebanon business, please consider checking out our Diakonia donor box page. You can find it again on our Facebook. It's at the top of our Facebook page. It's pinned. You can find out more about the project there too if you're just interested in the project and what we're doing. And there's me and Brock are babbling a little bit and going back and forth a little about the project and what we see and what we're thinking. So you can also just check that out as well. But $5 is amazing. If you can give us $5, you'll get our eternal gratitude. And there's all sorts of levels you can get involved, so please do. But yeah, there's another shoot day now because of the generous donation of our anonymous, not unanimous. Although their kindness is unanimously accepted. Nah, it didn't work. Okay. Also, banner behind me. You'll notice I have the Diakonia banner with our Mika on it. Trinity Hoffman plays Mika. She's a local actress. She did amazing, and I'd love to cast her. If we can get this off the ground, she'd be my first choice if we can make that happen. She was definitely got the chops. She did an amazing job on the part, and she is on our banner behind us. Which way do I go so you can see it better? Woohoo! It's a selfie spot. It's 4 foot by 6 foot. We have them at the Allen Theater currently, and we have them at Mancino's Pizza in Lebanon. And again, it's just to create awareness. It's just people to get to see it, see what we're doing. The selfie spots also, if you look at the bottom, have a QR code down over there. You can't see it because of the microphone, but trust me, it's there with some instructions. And then you can totally get free swag. So basically, Trinity has this really cool necklace on in the shoot, in the trailer. She's wearing it in the picture there because she is in wardrobe as Mika. And basically, if you take a picture in front of our selfie spot, post it on any social media and tag Diakonia Film, hashtag it, whatever you want to do. Tag it at, sign it, tag it at, tag, all the social media stuff. Any social media, just tag us. Diakonia Film, show it at the register. They all have necklaces there, and you get a free necklace. So you get a really cool piece of something. You get a cool necklace. It's also a little, I don't know, I think it's pretty sweet because it's in the trailer. And my plan is if we get this off the ground, it'll be what she's wearing in the series. So it could just be a really cool piece of memorabilia or something fun to do. And it's free, and free's cool. So if you have a business and you would like this banner that's right behind me to be at your business and a big bucket of necklaces to hand to people, please give me a shout. Just contact us through wherever you're seeing this podcast. You can contact me at info@annubisproductions.com and get a hold of me there. But, any of our Diakonia pages, just message me and I'll love to get you a banner. We have one to go out right now. Right now, we're just looking to place just this one. So first person who's interested and has a viable business, we need people traffic there. I mean, that's kind of the point. The other thing for your business is if you put the banner in your business, we are tagging that in a lot of posts saying, hey, please go out, please go out. Mancino's Pizza said they are getting a lot of people looking at it and a lot of people are interested. So we're trying to drive people to your business locally at the same time as, we're trying to get attention from local people to let them know that we're doing this cool project in Lebanon and that this is happening. And, we did local auditions. We've cast local talent so far for everything. And that's our plan. And hopefully, depending where we get this going through what production company, our hope is we can shoot here as well. Some production companies won't let you do that depending on deals they have or where they have money or where they want to do certain things. But other production companies will. And I can do it here very reasonable. Again, we have talent lined up. I have crew I can get. It's something that's very likely that could be shooting in the Lebanon, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Reading area if I can get it off the ground. So that's kind of the point to everything, is to do it local if we at all possible. And it would bring a lot of business into Lebanon, which I think would be amazing. And I think it could just showcase our area and so many cool things. And in this day and age, it's highly possible to have that happen if I can just make it through a couple doors, get some attention. And right now, a lot of it is just getting support. If people can like our posts, share our posts. I have a friend recently who just started sharing all the posts. I don't know if he heard something I put up. I don't know if I cried enough. I'm not sure what happened, but he suddenly just started sharing a lot of our posts. And I'll be honest, it was the coolest thing. It was just nice. It's support, and that's what we need. And I think people underestimate that on social media. They just think, oh, well, yeah, they're on social media. When I did the Creek, everyone was like, well, yeah, social media, social media, and the Blair Witch Project, social media. And they don't understand that it's not that easy. You need supportive people. You need people behind you. You need people excited and energized. You need people sharing it, going, hey, you need to check this out. And then their friends go, oh, what do I need to check out? And it really is what makes projects like this grow. It's what makes projects take off. And it's generally hard to get because people, nowadays are reluctant and everyone's overwhelmed with so many different medias. So if you are hearing this and you like what we're doing and you'd love to see a series shot in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, that would be, a real series. Share this, like this, encourage people to check it out, and check out our donations, what you can do for us and what we can do for you. And again, $5 gets you our eternal gratitude. And I say that not joking. Just like my friend sharing it, $5 is the coolest thing ever. It just means somebody looked at it and said, it's worth $5. So sorry for the delay in doing this, and get my podcast out. It's been kind of crazy. So hopefully everything kind of keeps going in the right direction. God is good, and we're having faith that the tests will come back well and we can move forward positively. And thank you for the people that do listen, and thank you for the opportunity to share this with you. And anyone that wants the banner, remember, let me know. Keep an eye out for another shoot day. We just need a little more support, so if you can help us with that, that would be amazing. And let me see, I think that's pretty much it. So we're excited. There are some things going on, obviously, like I'm telling you, and I think this is just a project that really could do some amazing things. Oh, and I believe it's called Kingdom Come YouTube page. I think it's called Kingdom Come. Brock, who is one of the producers on the project, that's helping me get the word out a little bit here and there when he has the time, and he's been at shoots, and he's been really, really just a source of encouragement that I frequently need. He is a battery of encouragement, much like our Vaughn character is the faith battery superpower. Brock is kind of the positivity superpower. In so many ways, I am a realist, and also creating all this stuff, you can get it. It gets tough pushing rocks uphill. But Brock he's a great interviewer. He does great interview pieces, and you'll see him if you go to our donor box page, him talking to me and getting me out of my shell. I mean, I'm a talker, but I need that person to really, Brock really, he knows how to bring you out and keep it moving. And Brock's amazing. And he has a Kingdom Come podcast. Or I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of like a little show-ish he does. But he has a page on YouTube. I know that. I know I'm going to be meeting him tonight at 8 o'clock to do a fun show with him. And basically it's going to be us two sitting and chatting, which could be dangerous because, well, the two of us are talkers and we usually go off for a while. Probably he'll he'll have to put some restraints on this one. But I'll be going there. So if you keep an eye on the Kingdom Come YouTube page, give it a like, give it a subscribe. That's my friend and co-producer on this, Brock Lawley, and me and him will be chatting, and some of it's going to be about Diakonia, so you might, get the inside track on some things that I haven't shared here, but also it'll just be us talking about, he's usually addressing some form of like art and faith. I think he wants to talk a little bit about how working in the film business and creative business works when you are a person of faith, and I know he has some questions I think on there he wants to chat about, and I think we're going to do some discussions about artists, what artist means, what an artist is, because I've always had a problem with that word. I've never really liked it. People have said I'm an artist, and I take it as a compliment. I think it's amazing, but the word artist has always been something. It's not a definition or an adjective I carry well. I don't know. I just don't really enjoy it for multiple reasons. And I know Brock has always been intrigued by my weirdness toward that. And I think we might end up chatting about that a little bit. So all that said and done, I think we're good. So thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Sorry for rambling. Some excitement going on. Hang with us. And hopefully we can get Diakonia off the ground. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks.
The Diakonia Podcast.